fifth wheel falling. Tipping on foes, nigga.
Nah, I know that nigga's.
I couldn't hate on him.
I know that nigga's cousin. I know Brian. You know Brian Green. I hang with him. He's straight.
What y'all think about that already platinum?
Straight. Coming out soon.
Yeah, y'all heard this shit already?
Yeah.
Y'all heard already the platinum? You say something about it?
It's off. It goes off. It's all real. Pretty platinum.
Time?
Slim thug. Something like this to a neighborhood in the suburbs. Like, in a predominantly white neighborhood, you gonna bring the hood over here. Unlike somewhere like you go and get, like, you know, just something crazy. Not in the hood. He came out to the suburbs and did something cool for the people like this. Like, more people like him will come out here in the suburbs and just do what he's doing. Just keep keeping the gangster.
Where's black and white? Where y'all going?
Not a YouTuber, just like making videos. And hello there, my fellow information junkies. Now, that clip I just showed you there pretty much speaks for itself. There's almost no reason for me to do a commentary on it. But I'm gonna try to keep this as brief as possible. Now, if you're a sensible human being, if you're a sensible black person, you should be appalled. That clip should be very disturbing to you, as it is for me. Now, they say, when they talk about us, quote unquote, pro-blacks, that own this sort of behavior. That we spend so much time trying to verbally annihilate the bootlickers such as Jesse Lee Peterson and Kevin Jackson and Larry Elder and Zoe Nation and the guys here on YouTube, that we tend to overlook the modern day minstrel, the degenerate thug culture, gangster rapper, this thug rap. Now the thing is, when it comes to this type of music, that it's going to be hard to distinguish due to the fact that it generates so much money. I'm like, rap music is an economy in the hood. And here we got this rapper called Slim Thug. I never heard his music. I'm not going to listen to somebody by the name of Slim Thug. Just going by his name and going by the fact that he's from the South, it just his music, there is a negative 100 chance that his music will be remotely amusing to me. I'm like, these rappers can't even be unique when it comes to their names or whatever. I'm like, Slim Thug, I'm like, that's just basic. That's like a white man picked out his name. Like, what I mean? He went to, okay, well, what's my name going to be, boss? We going to call you Slim Thug. And the rapper himself is not really that slim, But, I'm like, his name is like a description. Like a perk description. Like, hey man, who's the guy who robbed you? Well, he was black and he was a slim thug. I'm like, what's up? I'm like, you got Slim Thug, you got Young Thug, Mo Thug, Bone Thugs. Damn. Are racist white people picking out the name for blacks now? Black rappers? But what was really disturbing was that that little white kid freely using the word nigga. Like, I used to hang with that nigga's cousin or something like that. I have a serious problem with this. The thing is, these rappers, they talk about the hood and our disparity, black men killing one another, the impoverishment, lack of education, the broken homes, single parent households, and it's just entertainment for these white boys. It's just entertainment for them. Our plight here in America, our downfall, you know, our shortcomings, you know, our animalistic behavior is just mere entertainment for these white dudes. And as much as we can say we need to boycott this music, these white dudes are, you know, these white boys, they're some of the biggest consumers. I mean, they spend more money on this music than black people, especially blacks in the hood. You know, because we know in the hood, you know, they got bootlegs everywhere. And there's about 4 or 5 rappers on every corner. There's too many dudes out there trying to push their own mixtape and rap album out that really care about, you know, what somebody else is doing, because they trying to get their shit going. You know, and the major consumer of hip hop music is white people and black women. You know, the black man himself is the worst consumer. You're not gonna make much just selling to him. You see what I'm saying? So our you know what I'm saying, our situation here in America is nothing more than amusement for these white kids with their you know, they listen to this music while playing their Xbox 360 online, you know, playing Skyrim or Halo 7 or whatever sequel that they got out. You know, and we talk about the hood cleaning up the black community, but you know, these guys, they make this money or whatever. And I can understand the money that they make is an illusion. Could be an illusion. There's some white dude, some Jew, or maybe some very smart, business savvy black man that's behind these ignorant dudes. And you know, and they can prop them up in a nice house, and they have cars. So I understand by the time I made this video that this clip here may be, Slim Thug may be broke and already lost his house, you know, by now. But but you know, we know that, you know, this is nothing new. You know, we talk about cleaning up the black community, but you know, we got these rappers, you know, in that black community, in these decadent neighborhoods or whatever. I'm like, these rap guys are like gods. These guys just drive around listening to the same fucking music over and over again, like zombies. You know, I'm like, these dudes, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They'll beat the brakes off you for even criticizing rappers or saying that these rappers suck. And I'm like, these dudes with these isolated mentalities, you know what I'm saying, hold these rappers up to high esteem because it gives them hope. So maybe they can go off and be a little bullshit ass rapper and move out to the suburbs, so they'll be right next to Master Charlie, while they still put this filth out there, this garbage of music. You know, I'm like, these dudes ain't no Isaac Hayes. They ain't no Lionel Richies or Michael Jacksons or whatever. I shouldn't even be mentioning their names in this video, but that's how vexed I am. And you know, I'm like, these rappers, but rap is just too much of an easy music to perform. I mean, I understand that these rappers, some of them got talent. I'm not going to take away from, you know, people like Kool Keith, you know, and so forth, and MF Doom. I said I like listening to it, but some of these guys, they just rap about selling drugs. I'm like, why not just sell drugs? You know, if you say that you're an artist and you got talent, you should be able to rap about anything and sell it. Rap about the bottlenose dolphin or whatever. I'm like, real artists, you know, singers, you know, they talk about anything. They can talk about poverty in the ghetto. You know what I mean? They can talk about the sunshine. They can talk about the dark days, you know, and things of that nature. They can talk about being wealthy. They can sing about being poor. It doesn't matter, because it's about, you know, the songwriting skills. But these rappers be like, money, 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 bitches, hood, buck, you know. And on top of that, these rappers, they tend to only care about our, you know, they speak a lot of hate in their music. They care about the niggas that's in their circles, like my clique or whatever. But any black person that's outside their circle, you know, or whatever, that they didn't grow up with, they look as a potential enemy, a potential hater, and look at him as disposal. You know, that his life is nothing. And I take, you know, Slim Thug living in his fancy neighborhood. And, you know, that neighborhood, it's not, I'm like, that's the kind of neighborhood my parents live in. You know, I'm like, he doesn't seem like someone who's like an extravagant millionaire, but probably sitting on a couple of $100,000. And I understand that, you know, he probably lives in the fanciest house on the block. But someone who has real money is just going to live out there. They're not going to have neighbors. They're just going to live out there on a bunch of property, you know, surrounded by trees. But, you know, I mean, that's, you know, compared to what you got going on in the hood, you know, he's doing good for himself. But the thing is, when Slim Thug, when he lives in his nice neighborhood there, you know, and he sees these white boys, you know, on bicycles, you know, he's not threatened by them. You know, he's made it. But if he's seen a black person lingering around a house, a black person that looks like him, that speaks like him, that's similar to him, he's going to look at that black man as an imminent threat. He's going to say, what's this dude doing in this neighborhood? I don't know him. Is he here to rob me? And so forth. And I can only imagine how his neighbors feel, you know, having a rapper living on their block, you know, and that goes by the name of Slim Thug. Like, you know, they would be like, well, if, you know, I mean, if they live next to rappers Special Ed or KRS-One or Raekwon the Chef, but like Slim Thug, yeah, you know, Slim Thug is my neighbor, you know, but we have to understand that this rap music, this degenerate thug culture is an economy. People are generating money from it, whether it be the white men, the Jews, but it's going to be hard for it to go away. You know, we talk about economics, social economics, black people making money, you know, and gaining economic power. Well, this type of trashy music and the black church, they make a lot of money. And here in America, we understand the name of the game. Now, America is ran like a business. We know that money keeps the cogs moving, keeps them in rotation. So therefore, that's a conundrum right there. So, but that's all I want to say. Thanks for watching, and sally forth.